nonfiction. And my protagonist, Olivia, she wins a contest, and the ability to be mentored by a famous writer who's also a professor and a priest. And she is overjoyed at first, but over the course of the novel, he pursues her more and more in ways that make her uncomfortable. And so there's a lot of isolation and loss of trust and innocence in this book. So never physical. This is an excerpt from a chapter called On Irreparable Harm, and there are moments throughout the book where she's trying to figure out what is going on because she feels uncomfortable, and they're actually at an author reading. That evening, Father Mark and I sit next to each other on chairs that are tightly packed into this intimate space where everyone listens with rapt attention to James McDaniel, the famous Irish writer, memoirist, who reads from his newest work of creative nonfiction. I clap along with the rest of the audience in between one selection and the next. The celebration is invitation only, which Father Mark keeps reminding me in the car on our way here, but I don't realize how exclusive, how fancy it is until we arrive. I feel strange to be among the chosen, the writers, editors, publishers, and professors, the Boston intellectual elite in this beautiful room with its glittering wall sconces, its shelves that reach the ceiling packed with the rarest of rare books, the Persian carpet soft, luxurious under our feet, and the air with its musty smell of greatness and history. I don't belong here. I am out of place, too young, too inexperienced, too insignificant. I haven't earned the right to a spot in this room. Father Mark's arm rests one on each side, parallel to his legs, his hands gripping his knees. McDaniel's voice, his words are released into the room, one after the other, like a strand of pearls. And Father Mark turns to look at me, sitting in the antique wooden chair next to him, the chair with a curved armrest on which I refuse to rest even an elbow. I don't understand or listen to McDaniel, and only my ears alert me that he is speaking, because I am concentrating on the hem of my dress, how it doesn't quite cover my knees when I sit, and how the capped sleeves leave my arms almost bare. I should have dressed differently, more appropriately, worn a suit, a pantsuit, even though it is late June and hot and sticky, and I don't even own a pantsuit, but I should have bought one for tonight. Instead of professional and appropriate, I feel yet again like a girl, a little girl at her first communion, a girl in a frilly party dress, among the adults who know better, who are learned and wise, who must know something that I don't know, because what I do know is that something isn't right, though I can't quite put my finger on it, can't quite articulate what it is. What is it? The other thing about which I am painfully, uncomfortably aware is that I am here by the grace of Father Mark D. Brendan as his guest. This he does not let me or anyone else forget. Over and over he says to everyone who stops to say hello to him, to congratulate him on this or that most recent award he's won. This is Olivia Peters. She is here with me as my guest. They smile, shake my hand, and then walk away, as if they know, as if they are uncomfortable with my presence too. This lack of belonging, my lack of belonging, registers fully as McDaniel continues to read, each word adding another pearl onto the long, glamorous strand that I cannot appreciate in this moment, though I wish I could. Something is very wrong. I look over at Father Mark. I study his face, his chin tilted slightly upward, his eyes closed now, as if to better hear the words traveling toward us from the podium. On his lips, a smile. He seems enraptured. A chandelier hangs overhead, and he is bathed in soft light. The top of his thick hair turns silver under a cascade of crystal. His eyes pop open, and in less than a blink, he turns to me, catches me staring, watching. Instead of being flustered or even annoyed, he is gleeful to see I have been taking him in, and his smile broadens until it is almost frightening. I am frightened. Father Mark frightens me. This is what is wrong. In this moment, this very particular moment, with me reddening and him smiling, I see something a tad sinister in his eyes, calculating, measuring, appraising me like I am a bauble, a jewel with carats clarity cut, a possession. Something moves inside me, turns to ice, and a small, cold bead of warning lodges itself into the bottom curve of my heart. And I think, how have I not noticed this before? And maybe I didn't allow myself to, and why did it take me so long to see?